these events, 2 officers assigned with the police support unit, patrolmen Edwin T. Caesar and Stephen B. 101, were found to have engaged in unethical behavior. Following their interdiction, the Professional Standards Department conducted an internal administrative investigation which established acts of criminal misconduct, abuse of authority, and unsatisfactory conduct. These actions contravene the Liberia National Police Administrative Instructions on Discipline and Professional Standards and the LNP Discipline Regulations of 2016. In line with our commitment to accountability and integrity, both officers have been dismissed from the service of the Liberia National Police and subsequently turned over to the Criminal Service Department for further investigation and onward prosecution if applicable. Our efforts to uphold the rule of law is without violence or political bias. These are not just promises, they are actions that you can see. Together, let us embrace the rule of law, not as a tool of punishment, but as a pathway to prosperity. The rule of law is the foundation stone upon which we build the house of Liberia. Without it, the walls of peace, development, and opportunity cannot stand. By respecting the law, we secure not only today, but also the future of our children. The Liberia National Police remains committed to serving you with neutrality, professionalism, and integrity. We will not take sides in politics. We will not act in fear or favor, and we will continue to reform ourselves so that we can live up to the trust.
When the Kush came, it kind of became quite popular. It's cheaper. Even cannabis, for instance, is 200 now. Liberian dollars, and then Kush is 150, so it's a little bit cheaper, and then people want to get high and forget about all their challenges.
Liberia is facing a full-blown drug crisis, according to a new report. In interviews with 51 drug users, researchers found multiple factors driving the drug problem in Liberia. The causes include factors like a lack of employment and loss of family and social structures. Peer pressure and drug dealers targeting school children can also lead to people to drug use. The European Union researched in Monrovia amid several weeks of protests and vigilantism against drug den in Monrovia. Citizens and desperate families of drug-addicted youth are calling on the government to act. Several society actors have raised concerns that vigilantism could lead to violation of human rights and feel distrust.
Virtual DJ.
As a matter of fact, they don't want you to create your own pride as a black man. And so they go through all kinds of things to make you to feel defeated and never to love your skin. They tell you that we are so corrupt as your leader, and this is what keeping you poor. And all of you believe it, that it is because of corruption that everyone in this country is suffering, or in Africa. That is the reason we are suffering. I have come to tell you today, it is not totally wrong for them to say that, but I want to say publicly that corruption in this country constitutes 20% of our suffering that we are suffering in this country. The real reason that we are suffering is the international effort to keep us suffering. Because it is by our suffering that they enjoy their lifestyle or their way of life in the country. What they need to survive, they do not have. It is us that have it, the black man, the African man. In order for us to keep giving it to them 1 cent on a dollar, they have to put us under the illusion that we are poor. Our country is a very poor place, and they are the one that is handing out to help us to survive. And that is what they have made us to believe over the years. And that's what we believe. But I tell you, they are the most corrupt. They are the one corrupting our youth. We will bring the Brother man, and let's see what he can do. Brother, as an old man who barely walk, we believe that he has the virtue of the Liberian people. That he will face these people and hold the door by his hand and fight the international community for the exploitation of our resources in our country. He failed to do that. He also is a friend of the challenges. It is a challenge. It is something that you have to be brave and face. It is not a matter of just sitting down and talking to the finance minister for him to pay salary 1 one end. How many Liberians will work for the Liberian government? How many? That is why many students graduate, there is no job. So the private sector is not vibrant. Everyone wants to work in government. Everybody. Because that's where everyone wants to go. But if the private
So indeed, let me say the very pleasant good afternoon. Good afternoon and a warm welcome yet to another fascinating edition of your most informative, educative and interactive radio program right here, the Roundtable on Blaze Radio 90.7. Today is Monday, the 13th of July AD 2026. We are here again on this Monday's edition where we sit on the table from our cousin studio highlighting issues that confront Liberians, both political, social and economical issues, issues relating to health, issues affecting the deplorable roads conditions. Issues confronting the educational sector. On the round table, the voices of the local people are always heard. And the round table is where we highlight key national issues without fear nor favor. On the round table, your status and ranking in government and community doesn't matter to us. What matters most is how adequately and fairly we provide information to our people who are under the sound of our voices. And here, fairness remains our major priority. So good afternoon, Grand Bassa County. Good afternoon, Maryland County. Good afternoon, Lofa, Saino, Nimba, Bonk. Good afternoon to all of you who always made it your duty and responsibility to tune in, particularly on the round table at about this time. This is Blaze Radio 90.7 and my name is Archie. Say Bobby Yene. I'm your presenter. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays here on the round table where we sit on our green table here discussing issues of our country. So welcome to it. And as usual, components of the program include the Blaze Cash giveaway, commercial breaks from our commercial contributors. So the cash giveaway is always there to enable our listeners to win cash for themselves as we go along with the program. So if you're there in Tinga Village, in Doazon, if you're there in Ray Hill Field, in Mount Barkley, in and around Maserati County, we're broadcasting to you from the Rehab Old Bus Standing Point in Painesville City, outside of the nation's capital. Keep tuned as we take this break of our theme song to be right back. Yes, indeed, it is with utmost pleasure to be back on the round table after a very, very successful weekend. I know all of you, your weekends were great, and I know that There are tough times, but yet you continue to beat the storms. You continue to fight the challenges despite what you go through on a daily basis, despite all of what you confronted with. You always made it your responsibility to speak to issues affecting Liberia and its citizens. So that's a plus for you always. And don't be deterred. The greater good is still ahead of us. This is the roundtable, and like I said, components of the program include the Blaze Cash giveaway. So all you can do is to dial star 799 star. Today is Monday. Play the cash giveaway. Be able to win yourself some money, and every money you win here will be from your own hard work, your time, and energy you put in. What you put in is what you're gonna get double. So to be part of the cash giveaway, to be part of the raffle draw, just dial star 799 star 9 hash as the program goes on. Don't feel the program is going on. Archie is talking and I'm unable to win money, so no need to play. No, as we go on, I'm monitoring the system. I know how many people will be playing. I'm gonna be seeing who all are playing and how are you playing. So we're gonna be doing draws if we reach to a certain level. So today again on the round table, there's a surprise for our audience. We have a special guest, and that guest wouldn't be introduced until he's in studio. So when our guest is in studio is when I'm gonna introduce him. He's not strange to you, but he's he's a special person to us and to everyone under the sound of our voice. So we're going to introduce him when he's here in studio on the program. So that's good. And we in the Independent month. This is July. And excuse me, July 26th is around. Liberia is getting ore. Liberia is getting ore on the a daily basis. And so Liberia is actually getting older. 179th independence we're going to be celebrating. And so as we celebrate our 179th anniversary, whatsoever you may call it, I know Liberians across the world, Liberians across the 15 political subdivision, gearing up with a much more enthusiasm. And that's why it's always good to get prepared earlier. So the 26th is around the corner. So we're going to play you something. I want to take this break with this song, this independent piece on the program. When we come back, we'll bring you a few happenings from across Liberia and before we tell you what we're going to be discussing on the program today. So again, don't forget, my name is Archie Sebob Yene and this is the Roundtable. But until then, let's get this musical break for the Independence Day celebration and be right back.
A high energy independence celebration anthem. One people, one nation. From Cape Mount to Maryland, from Nimba to River G. This is Liberia. Stand up. Let's celebrate. From the land where freedom found a home, we have walked through storms but never stood alone. Through every trial, every painful year, hope kept burning stronger than I feared. Today we dance, today we sing, let the bells of victory ring. Every tribe, every hand, building one beloved land. No more looking back in sorrow, we're creating a brighter tomorrow. Shoulder to shoulder, side by side. Liberia,
So yes, indeed, it's a wonderful, wonderful, independent piece right here on Blaze Radio, 90.7. That's piece going to be on Audio Mac, and before, like I said, we have a very special guest here today. So, and don't forget to play the cash giveaway. So before we just tell you, President of Liberia, Jeremiah Kpankun, and his kinsman Wilmon P. My people, politics and its players. So politics and its players. Somebody say, why you laughing? You know always why I can laugh. Because sometimes the things can be too interesting until when I listen to some of them, when I see how people doing it, I feel like, wow. Our Liberian people, they are just almost like being played for food. They're being played, they're being taken for joke. You see politicians will be going against one another back and forth when they feel that what they're supposed to get as benefit, they are not getting it. And so they decide to go after one another. At the end of the day, when the dividend starts to come to them and they feel that everything is okay. So we're going to be looking at that peace talk. Well, over the weekend, the vice president visited his kinsman. He visited Wilmon P. And you know Wilmon P was at the Ministry of Mines and Energy as a minister. He was taken from there later on and brought Martinican Thinkman, who is also a Nimba man. So there were too many controversies that were surrounding his leaving. The guy started to talk. He went on Spoon, and you listen to some of his articulations on Spoon FM. You know what he said about the vice president, what he said about the government. And that did not just stay here in Monrovia. It went down to Nimba because the both men are from Nimba. And it has been the talk of the town. It has been the issue in the corridor of the political landscape. People been talking about this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play you a few remarks from the vice president visit. You're going to listen to Wilmon P. And I will listen to the vice president, and thereafter we give our own perspective. But again, there is another issue that we will talk about at the end of the show and before we activate the phone lines. Look, sometimes they say one who speaks, there's a popular saying, one who speaks of equity should come with what? Clean hands. If you say, look, what you're doing is not good, we don't feel that you need to be doing this is not good. If you're speaking or criticizing somebody, then it means that you yourself should be of a clean character, be a person of a very, very impeccable character. Your character should not be something that will make people to be judging you, and at the end of the day, people being disappointed in you. I say this to say that George Weah, former president of the Republic of Liberia, has on 2 separate occasions. In fact, we will leave the last occasion because the last occasion he wasn't president. The previous one, he was president. When he went to witness his son in Qatar playing in the World Cup, people criticized that how is the president is using the state's resources to go and witness his son in Qatar play in the World Cup. It was not beneficial to the country. And people criticize that. In the very same vein, Liberia's President Joseph Yoman Boakai, photos and videos being permeating the corridors of the social media, suggesting him in private bar or whatsoever bar it may be, who has gone to witness a musical concert of his son, Tatan Boakai, who is a musician. We're going to be giving our perspectives on these matters because we feel that it is paramount, because it borders around leaders of our country. If the president will be going to a nightclub to see his son performing, the Liberian people deserve to know that. And so we're going to be looking at that on the second segment, and our guests will be waiting in on that. So I will move on to play the visits of the vice president to Wilmon P. I'm going to play you this. I'm going to play you this from Wilmon, beginning with Wilmon P. And thereafter, you're going to listen to the vice president.
Victor has already introduced and recognized everybody, so I don't have to go in. By the way, the man who started it, the manager for administration. You know, he clearly showed all the other people so you can get a hard time for you. So I decided to just me to do it. Alright, so and the community, I see our women from the Tinker Village community and our neighbors. There's no, this is not formal program. We're talking about youth leaders, where I think we have the National Youth Council members here. And Samuel Johnson. Already come from far off. I want to thank all of you assistant one there. Came on all the way, came on who's been for 3 years in Sorado. Very respectable young man. In fact, he's the leadership of STIO, the Center for Intellectual Development. Then I see Seydolo. Yeah, all of them from all the way, District 17. I think you hear Abina here, right? Or the Emmanuel is here. All of you are here. I love to call people by names, so I'm struggling with that. Get through? I think get through there. All the way down, man. I see her. Oh, I see Mrs. Piaget. Mrs. Piaget, you know. I see all of you. I recognize all of you. Yeah, I see her. I see her in your phone. I see your printer standing there. Yeah. All right. So thank all of you for coming. And I want to welcome our younger brother, who is our leader number 2 in the country, Vice President, President of the Senate, for his visit, impromptu visit. And this is not a ceremony, it's just for us to meet and rekindle our unity. Oneness and all of that. Today you're saying out of already. And it shows that we are all concerned about our community. And you know, is now functioning well, the body cannot be healthy. Yeah, so I want to thank you people on behalf of. I see protocol. Sorry for different things. I'm very sorry for that. Yeah, I think this should be a time my yard. Yes. Yeah, all right. Yeah. I see Princess there. I see patient. Yeah, all of you. I'm trying to be careful to, women are difficult to do that. You call all the other people need that. You call my son. I think the way over there. Our small sister, Big Masura, is our big brother is here. We are here. Those of you can call big brother. We are. Well, thank you for coming.
Padre va a run to here. Come quietly. Father, aquí, oh, people are having but I'm happy to be here. There are many people who don't know our connection. Traditionally, Wema is my uncle.
Thank you.
Who read the map, my father was around to here. And good thing, Wema always supported me every election. I always went to. In 2011, I remember 2010, my first time in the year when they moved here, I was going to be representing a kid in no candidate against me in Ghana. 2020, was fired and one of my security went to me and said, oh, you're not talking? I was passing the thing. Everybody come and say, nobody said what? Y'all leave it. And for sure, because I knew. And, yeah, man, I can't do me plans that mean anything in the top. So we came to the other day, we came to my hall, we talked, all our team there, we all rest. Because to go to people like this, before we came here, maybe I used to kind of quietly, but this time when you went there, one thing I was coming from, you go in your hall and check off, behind your material, then you will deploy and wait for almost about 1 hour, 2 hours before we come in. And it can be invited, whether your own family boy, they say, no, you can't sit down in one. You can't drink in one. So they want to check that the food before you eat. So tonight, that's what I'm out. If somebody walk out street, they can't say, we're happy that we are here and we'll do everything.
Oh, yes. Politics and it player. So you listen to the vice president. In fact, you listen to Women Pay first. And followed by the vice president. So Women Pay and the vice president finally smoke peace pipe. But I know many of you may be thinking why the vice president would pay a visit to someone who went on the radio, talked about the government, that you are the second person in command, talked about you, talked about other things that should be, irritating you. Those are charade. It's about politics. And that's why in politics, I always told people who fight, you, the common people, the younger one, they use you, fight, insult one another on the social media. Please, we are not opening phone line. Please. Open any phone line. You don't call me. I beg you. You sit there, they will use you. You insult one another. You insult somebody older than you in rankings, in age. And at the end of the day, you have that bitter face. All of you that were lashing at women paid on social media. Oh, women is this. He was in government. He did this and did that. Women left from government. And the circumstances of running how women left from government was not favorable. He decided to speak out. And I know myself was concerned that while with a former minister who was at the hand of power saw some of these lapses, we understand that you will not say in government, but you should be resigning for a cause. When you resign, say, look, because this was happening in the government and not speaking about it, government is not doing anything about it. I cannot be in this government. So therefore, I need to resign to maintain my clean character. But you didn't say so. You didn't say anything only when you were forced to leave the government. At the end of the day, you 2029 election. If you see the vice president visiting Women Pay, it is because he wants to cement the relationship with Women Pay with the people of Nimba County. The 2029 election in Nimba, just as the 2023 elections, you all know the collective support the Unity Party got from Nimba County was because Nimbaians were together in one accord with one voice. And that's why the Unity Party maintained their votes from the general election up to the run-up election. And that's why today people say, oh, like Nimba County make the Unity Party. Now, Senator Prince Johnson, who used to be one of the major players, is no longer alive. It's no longer alive. You have Ida Gonglo, you have Garrison Yelu, and other top political players like Musa Berete who are on the other side. You have Women Pay, who himself want to go on the other side. Now, the vice president will need everybody hands on deck in 2029 to support the campaign, because he wants to maintain the prestige he got, that yes, the people of Nimba can stand by their son, they can stand by their own. And that's why he's playing his card well. It is from that backdrop that he's playing his card, because, mind you, the vice president of Koga has been having that rival. They've been having that Rickman rule. Other supporters of the vice president have been going after Samuel Koga, while supporters of Koga also coming after people who are going after their leaders. Likewise, the issue with Women Pay and the vice president of recent. After that statement on Spoon FM, the internet went wayward. Nimbians went helter-skelter. Today, the VP is smartly, very, very smartly playing his game. But people don't understand. You listen to the vice president, what he said. Women Pay, in fact, he's my father. Those are people that are run to and giving a historic setting of their relationship dating back from the day he was a representative. In fact, when he was aspiring for the representative position. Those are people that he hanged hair with. So therefore, no matter what women say, you know, when my people hear this thing, the man was saying on the radio, they said, look, I said, no, you don't talk. Nobody must say, fine. Look, this is just a sign to you supporters. That's why when I always say this, I go to you supporters. This is just a clear warning and indication that you supporters, you will always put yourself in the very, very Bible, as we were saying in our library English, you put yourself in Bible with people who are above you in age, in rankings, in status, whom you should be depending on for recommendations, for support, in every other thing you think you can do that you cannot do it on your own. You will sit only because the vice president is the one, maybe you want favor from him. You supported him because you voted for him one time, so you know the man, nobody will talk to him. Today, the man, woman, people sit on the night glass, and they settle in the Nima country way. Because his eyes are on the brighter future. He want to play his political card very well. Look, the VP, that's what people always say, look, the vice president understand politics. I understand politics. He understand the grassroots politics. He understands the dynamics of politics. And that's why he continued to succeed. So you don't always mind, my people, you don't mind that talks they carry on every day when they say they're coming after one another. It's a charade. That tactics, they're doing them so that at the end of the day, your focus will be distracted from what the actual realities are. That's the political game. That's how the game plays on. Trust me. Trust me. Woman Pay is no longer a minister. If you hear Woman Pay criticizing the vice president again on the 2029, I will come right here and tell you that what I said about politicians being fake and using you for rhetoric, and you can blame me for that. So, like I said, folks, we have somebody special who is on the show, going to take you by surprise. Welcome, and he's here. We're going to welcome him. So now, you listen, all of you been hitting your head, writing out on social media, going after the vice president, going after Women Pay. Today, the vice president visited Women Pay. They have smoked their peace pot. They settled their thing in the name of because the vice president knows that he do not want to lose the vote from Nimba. If he start to go a local head with the permanent sons and daughters of Nema County, they support the God. The 2023 election, the United Party will not get that. Man, you Prince Johnson is no longer available where he will just can't hold people's hands and say, look, I bring the people to you. No, it will not work anymore. So he need to cement his relationships. That's why you listen to him and said, Womopi is his father. You understand? So we will hold it here and welcome our special, very special guest. I know, should I introduce him or he will introduce himself? So we have he will be here as a guest in two capacities. He's here ordinarily as my guest on the show. He is the brain behind this station. You've been following him on the show. We've been talking normally on the shows, on the wake up call, on the round table. We've been here. He's been speaking on all of our platforms. So Mr. Gibson Jerome is here this time live in studio on the radio, and we're going to be having some talks around some of the national issues that got said on the talking point brought to you earlier about what's happening, the criticism of Josh Weah for going to witness his son playing in World Cup, and the president, Joseph Yaman Boga, going to support his son in a nightclub as well. We're going to be talking at that. I want to be talking about these things and giving our own opinion on those matters. So let me welcome you. Mr. Gibson Jerome, welcome.
It's my pleasure to be here, Archie, and I've been away, and it's actually good to see you. For the first time, right?
Yeah.
I've seen you on video, we talk on phone, but I'm really glad to see you for the first time, face to face. I'm glad to be in the studio, Kuzi studio, again. I left here. It's better than where I left it. Okay. So you guys are doing very great here.
It's good to have you home.
I'm happy to be home, but I'm so mad that today I want to get money, and those guys, I'm so mad because my ID card from the States is it's a government issue ID card, and they've refused to give me money because I had to bring passport.
Wow.
And so today I can't eat. So
so your eating better will be on us today. So that's good, folks. Like I said, Mr. Jerome been on the show. He been here to some extent he's attached to the station. He normally don't like us saying it, but we can root that out. He's the CEO. Being the CEO of this station, he plays one of the uh, leadership role here. But however, decisions at this station, that's not his business. Issues we sit here on the show to talk, our news editorials, that's not his business. Sometimes when we're in the field, people argue, say, "My man, your man can be on point, man. I see this man." I like, no, man, that man, he think he's talking here for a woman, not about Blaze. So he's now our editor. Yeah,
Now, what people don't understand, I don't interfere with what you guys do.
Yeah.
I don't decide your editorial policy.
Good.
In fact, you decide I shouldn't talk, I will not talk because, I mean, that's what media is all about, you know.
So it's actually good to have you. I'm overwhelmed sitting with you one-on-one after for a very long time talking
Yeah.
on the phone today. Seeing you in person is good. Thank you much, and many thanks for all you do for young people.
Yeah.
Providing us the opportunity. You know, coming from Nema County, from a community radio station, and having a voice on the national platform like this, where
Yeah.
people commending us every day is a plus for me personally.
I
and other
think
environment.
the thank you should go to you people. Because I couldn't have done this alone. It has been my dream all my life to do this, but I was not going to do it by myself. And when you guys came around, you do the job as if it is your own radio station. I know nobody is 100%. I'm not even 100%. We correct each other as we go along. We are making gains. You guys have put the station in a place where I couldn't have done it by myself, and I'm really, really glad you guys did.
That's good.
Yeah.
So welcome to the round table again.
Round table.
Yeah, you just met me discussing
I was on your previous program. What was that?
the wake up call.
Wake up call. I know you're gonna make this one great. So.
So you just met me discussing, like I said, we're going to be giving your opinion on some of these matters. Firstly, when you're talking about the vice president visit to Wilmot P. After you've been following the whole impulse from Wilmot
Yeah.
P. after he left government, you know, and people go after him. Why he should speak to the vice president? Why he should speak on ills and other things? So over the weekend, the vice president visited him, and we've been talking about that. So we'll also get your opinion on that. But our major point of focus will be, I know it's funny, but it's very serious. Is our normal saying, if you want to speak of equity,
Yes.
comes clean.
Yeah, he will come. He speak of equity
Okay, so
comes with
with
clean
clean
hands. Yes.
So over the past time, on 2 different occasions, people have criticized former President Joshua for going to the World Cup to witness his son playing football.
Yes.
So I would look at the perspective of when he was president. For this one, he's
Yes.
not president, he's an ordinary man, so
Yes.
we wouldn't talk
yeah,
about that.
Yes. Right.
So he went to Qatar, watched his son play, and people criticized that. So over the weekend, there have been videos circulating suggesting the president being in a nightclub, you know, who has gone to support his son, Tatan Boaga, who is a musician. And so I thought, look, people criticize Fuya, and the president is of no exception, because back then he was in the opposition community. Those were people who criticized. The same way with the just issue where people say, oh, you're criticizing the just, today just here. So we're going to talk about that. But I just want you to weigh in, because we'll have, it's 12 minutes after 5 and the show coming to an end by 6 o'clock.
Okay.
I said maybe you want to buy extra 15 minutes time.
Well,
So-
yeah, I mean, as you know, man, I can steal the minutes.
Good. So yeah, you just weigh in from the issue of women pay, and we'll dive into the former president and the president's discussion.
I think, Nima politics is very deep, and a lot of people don't know. Even I try to look deep into Nima politics. I haven't understand Nima politics. When Prince Johnson was alive, it was easy to predict what Nima politics would look like, where it's going to sway, because when Prince Johnson goes, when Prince Johnson speaks, everything he does, it's more like supported by Nimbayans. Because of certain reason, because of the kind of man he was, what he did, his own history. But Prince Johnson is dead. When I was coming, I was listening to you. You struck a very important point. Prince Johnson used to be the godfather, and he's dead. So now there is no clear godfather that Nima has seen. Because it is still even early for us to even determine who is going to be the godfather. Well, somebody said because the vice president, Bokun, is vice president, therefore he's the godfather. No, that's not. That's not the way.
That's not the point. It
It's not
doesn't
the
go that
point.
way. Yeah.
And Coker, because he succeeded Prince Johnson, so he's the godfather. No, that's not how it looked. But you said something that I agree with. There are two things here. The vice president stands to lose more if he has more disintegration within NEMA. Because what they want to do, if President Boakai wants to run for a second term, he would need a united NEMA County.
Yeah.
So what a united NEMA County will look like, it is within the mindset of the vice president. But what a disunited NEMA County will look like, we all know how it's going to be. If Coker is now on good term with the vice president, I hope this is all politics. But I heard him the other day that because he jumped over the body of Prince Johnson, therefore people from the vice president office, they are having issues with him. He had beef with the vice president. So if Coker goes away from the vice president, he is taking away a chunk of votes in Nima County for another party that he is going to join. Even if he doesn't join any party and just remain with MDR, that vote is still going to split the vote that Vice President Kun wants at the end of the day. So does Vice President want that? No, he doesn't want any of that. So it looks like he thought he could fight that, so he didn't care about taking care of that. At one point in time, he tried to make peace with Coker, which is very good. I heard Coker say once, "Oh, the vice president and myself, we are brothers and S, Y, and Z." So, but we realize that it is not yet solved. There is a boiling oil on there. Now, so what this united Nima also look like is Edith Gonglo is now with the vice president.
Yeah.
In fact, she tried meeting with the vice president before.
Yeah, during
secretly.
the election,
Yes.
the photo came out.
And the photo came out. And she is afraid now to meet with the vice president. So, does the vice president want an entire or a huge chunk of the Manor Belt to disagree with him during the 2029 election? He doesn't want that. Now, let's look at this now. We have two huge people.
Looking at Garrison Yedu as well.
Garrison Yelu is not in the vice president corner. I remember during the runoff, they tried to bribe Garrison Yelu to drop out, and I personally, I think we interviewed Garrison Yelu, and he said no, even though he said he not here, there were people talking to his team, but we had the information, but he didn't drop out. Garrison Yelu has his own support in I think District 4.
District, he was District 4.
District 4, around that belt.
And that Campley region, District 3,
Exactly.
District TD, and other
Thank
places.
you. He has his own support. Does the vice president want that? No, the vice president doesn't want that. And to add insult to injury, Wilmer Page. For Wilmer Page to go against the vice president, he is not just going against the vice president because he has beef with the vice president. He's going against the vice president using Nima sentiment.
They said it right.
He said, look, I have my job.
The people take it from me.
They took my job. They were targeting Nima people. In fact, Wilmer Pay, in one of his, if I can remember clearly, they have problem with the Minister of Labor now. They want to remove the Minister of Labor, Councillor Kupakura. So Wilmer Pay can use that politic in a dirty way that it will be difficult for the vice president to convince the people of Nima and say, no, that's not true. You'll come and vote for Boakai. Say, how will vote for Boakai?
You're not giving job to our children.
You're not giving job to our children. You're dismissed two people from the NSA and somewhere. You're dismissed Wilmer Pay. You're threatening Councillor Krua. Then hire your team. No, we don't want you again. We don't want you. We vote for somebody else. That is a dangerous, this united Nima around the vice president. I think he doesn't want that at all.
That's why he's smartly playing the game.
Oh yeah, but even what he's doing is a smoke screen. I heard him when he was speaking. You know, Wilmer Pay is kind of my father, and, and he tried to pacify Wilmer Pay. Wilmer Pay understands our politics. And Wilmer Pay, if you realize, he's a man who stands up for himself. He has been doing it for quite a long time. It's not just and he commands a Nima voice, Mano voice that listen to him. They know what he stands
Definitely.
for. They know what he stands for. So if either Gonglo, Wilmer Page on one side of the Nima belt,
Garrison
Yelu,
he also
and
have Musa
Koka.
he also have Koka and Musa Gede, who is running his own political party.
No, let's divide it. Wilmer Page. Either Gonglo, they swapping away the man vote. Then Garrison Yellow and Koka swapping away some of the Gil votes. Then all the Mandingo vote, they go beyond Musa Bede. What does the vice president get to tell
those are just the higher people and
that's just the higher
about.
people.
So
yes.
we're not talking about people who are on the ground.
No, we're not talking about all of
communities
that.
and so because it's a whole lot. So he's now playing a very smart game, and I think it's a smart game for politicians to play, and they will always play this. So we thought to bring that to your attention, folks. 19 minutes past 5, and this is the round table. If you're just joining us, and the guy said earlier, don't forget the cash giveaway is here, *799*9#. Play, and as we go along, we're going to give you some money here on Blaze Radio. All you do is to just dial the code *799*9# and be part of those who play. Who knows, you could be one of the luckiest winners. Now, to our major point of focus before we activate the phone lines. For me, I don't know. Sometimes to say some of these things, I feel hurt when I'm saying it. And because this is Liberia. This is Liberia for everybody. And I will begin with the issue of drugs.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll begin with the issue of drugs. I listened to too many campaign messages.
Yes.
From the previous opposition now who are
ruling
party.
Yes.
From the collaborating political parties, other groupings they were supporting, sponsoring, protesting, say we are bro, coups and other things that were damaging people, and forgetting to know that those issues are issues from the very society that we are in. And mind you, don't get me wrong, those of you who follow me, I'm not that one that will always speak for people. I speak my mind, what I feel, and I'm not supporting Joseph Boaga, Nina, the Josh Weah, but we speak to issues that we feel affecting the people. Now, today, there are 19 million drug saga.
Yeah, 19.2 million
drug saga.
Worth of saga, drug.
Kumi spoke today. Kumi talked about it. Kumi said the people are not focusing on who are the real suspects. They're focusing on people who are on the ground, the common people. In fact, so far they only have the big names that's been apprehended and forwarded to court. It's only Paul King, and Paul waiting to walk in, submitted himself. So he's being perceived to be used as a scapegoat into this fight or the investigation of this drugs issue. And everybody focus will be on him because he's the only person appearing to court. He's the only person being available in the media, in the public, that people know that he's been arrested. Now, other people are still at large. And when we say at large, those are people who are out of country and they're who know if they will come back or not. So Paul will be used as the Messiah. People criticize that. Today, should we say that Joseph Boaga bringing justice in this country? No, we can't say that. Should we sit and say, look, at the United Party bringing justice in this country because cocaine is not planted here? People don't grow cocaine here, Mr. Jerome. For example, if it could be ordinary weed,
they don't make it here.
Yeah, if it was ordinary weed, maybe the opinion would say perhaps people grow it on their farms and other things. But cocaine, how did it enter Liberia that it was about to leave Liberia? Should we shift the blame on the government? No, we can't do that because government, we don't have proof that government brought that. So it's the same thing with the Weah's administration. People said that and shift the blame on Weah because they were in government. Fine. Weah went to Qatar to witness his son playing football because I know everyone, you'll be proud to see your son playing.
I certainly will.
And even on the Lustar team, for example. And it's my dream that my son be a soccer player who will play for Chelsea, my favorite team, and one day play for Lustar, where I will go on SK to watch him play, and I'll be proud of that. Where has gone as a president? People say, oh, we are using the country money. And using the country money to go win this football game, Qatar. People posted videos all over doing and criticized that. Just over the weekend, on Saturday, videos started to come out of the president and his wife sitting into a nightclub where, in fact, his son started to perform and saying, look, his son, quote unquote, quoting his son, oh, shout out to my man JMB in the bar.
To my man JMB.
Yeah. So now it is. Should we say why should the president and his wife go to support their son? He chose music. Music is his career. Is it wrong that the president go and support his son? No, he can go and support his son as a fatherly figure. But looking at his status as a president, just came from out of country. The president just came from Turkey. And it was the very moment he went to the nightclub as a president to watch his son, listen to his son perform his music. Should we criticize him? What should we say about him?
It's a tough question. But here's the thing. Let me just say this. Like I always tell people, I'm a prospective citizen, and I like to say a disclaimer here. Whatever I say here doesn't represent the place. So you already know. And if I go far, you would discipline me on that. That I know. So, but here is the thing. Those are some of the things we're going to speak about. If I do join CDC, those are the things I'm going to bring to the president's attention. Listen, if the president went to watch his son's soccer team for 1 week and come back, nobody cares about that. But if you go for 45 days, and then people want to know how are you sustaining yourself, because every presidential trip goes with per dime, and the president going to Qatar. This is it's a modern city with very expensive hotels. And the president is not going to go into class B, class C hotel. He's going to class A. And you're going to be in a suite. And those suites cost thousands of dollars. Sometimes $1,500, sometimes $2,000 if you check it. And the president is going to be there for 45 days. Now, that's just the suite money. But the president is also going to eat. The people are going to prepare food for him to eat. The president is going to use vehicle. Because he's not taking limousines from here to take it to Qatar. So he's going to rent a classified vehicle in Qatar to be able to move him around with he and his delegation. He was going to be responsible for some of the security details. Qatar is not going to be responsible for everything. Now, we got delegation. He went with the delegation, if I'm not mistaken, about 32 or 35 people that went with him. That includes security, ministers, aides, protocol officers, etc., etc. These people, when you travel with the president, because I did travel with Ellen before, they gave me $1,300 for my per diem for 2 days. So just imagine if they were giving $1,300 for 2 days for each of these people, they spent 45 days. If you divide 45 by 2, you're gonna get a good number. I don't know books, so you can do that by yourself. So just imagine all of these per diems that have been paid by the government of Liberia for 45 days. Listen, if we must be able to change and rebrand the CDC and rebrand the George Weah himself and tell the Liberian people that we have seen the mistakes and we are going to help to change the mistake, we must be able to admit the facts. That was wrong on George Weah part for 45 days. Okay. I will not. If I'm going to join CDC. I'm going to join CDC.
But you got a red checkpoint for the wrongs.
I have to say it now. Actually, if I don't say it now, it means, first of all, I'm still a journalist. People need to still trust my opinion. Sometimes when I speak, when something comes about Grand Jide, and I say, look, somebody wants me to criticize the vice president, for example, for going to Grand Jide to inaugurate a hospital, even though it's not finished. And they say, oh, but why you praise him? I say, are you crazy? The vice president left his duties and went to Nigeria to dedicate a hospital because it's not totally finished, so I should criticize him? No, if Nigerians must begin to trust me, I must be able to say the truth now, so that when I tell them tomorrow that this is wrong, they will believe me that this is wrong. So I think if I were in George Weah's corner at the time, I'll be going to do and say, Mr. President, you cannot go for 45 days. You cannot go for 45 days. You can go for 2 weeks. Watch one of the games, 2 of the games, maybe 3 of the games if possible. But you cannot go out of the country for 45 days, live in another country, and then leave your country.
Leave your country as a president.
And as a president. That was wrong. Now, the president also has a place to call Jamaica Resort. Jamaica Resort is the president's club that he goes to. This is where he listens to music. This is where he plays his music. This is where he mingle with his ministers, his friends, his partners, and everything. Does Joseph Boyka have a type of resort, Jamaica Resort? I don't think so. But what Joseph Boyka did was to go to support his son for the production of his song. My thinking is, if I criticize Archie, and I say, Archie, the black shirt you got on is not correct. In fact, I tell the entire radio station, Archie black shirt is a bad thing for us in this place. When I come behind that microphone, I will not wear black shirt like this. And the moment I get there, I start wearing black shirt.
Even black more than mine.
Or even the black that I wear more than your own. Then the Liberian people begin to ask questions. Where is the moral rectitude? You tell us that George Weah was wrong at the time when he did this. When he went to watch his son's football game and he spent 45 days. You criticize George Weah for going to Jamaica Resort. And you criticize George Weah for singing song. You say he was not serious. XYZ. But now you're sitting in a club, you and your wife sitting in a club, and your son is... My God.
Shout out to my man JMB.
That's what making me laugh. Shout out to my man JMB. So put JMB getting the microphone, let him rap. I'm JMB, the president of Liberia. I came here to listen to music. So that's why Liberian people got problem with politicians. They tell the Liberian people this is wrong. Then, when they get there, they do exactly the same thing. You were just talking about the drugs. Some people, the Unity Party people, when they were in opposition, they say George Weah was a kush man. He brought kush. In fact, George Weah can stick kush. Listen, we are talking about cocaine. We're not talking about kush. We're talking about the grandfather of kush.
Oh, kush, yeah.
We're not talking about kush, grandfather, not the father. We're talking about the grandfather of Kush. That's the one that we are talking about here. Here is look, there's something that the government does. And I want to open everybody's eye to it now. They Paul William, right?
Paul, he's
yeah, his name is Paul William.
King.
The Paul King. So I'm sorry. That guy is a sacrificial lamb.
Yeah.
What government sometimes does, and I'll tell you this, maybe it's happening in this situation. They know that the situation is very difficult for them. They come to Gibson and say, Gibson, this thing here, your name is already inside. We gave you $500,000. We will arrest you, we will charge you. At the end of the day, your name will spoil and everything, but you will be acquitted. Or we'll release you, but we'll settle you with $500,000 or with $250,000.
And you choose to read between the lines.
Well, why would I? If you refuse, they can pinch you more. Because they have no option. So when you refuse now, then they use their claws to squat your back like the lion catching the deer. And dig into the flesh of the deer to hold it down. That's what the government will do to you because you want to disgrace them.
Yeah.
When Paul King I think he the one coming from America, he told the Stanton, he said, I'm going to Liberia. And everything is going to be out. So how can a Paul Kina become the suspect? Now, let's ask ourselves. Cocaine, $19.2 million worth of cocaine. The grandfather of Kush is packaged.
In Liberia.
Packaged. They are packaged, neatly packaged in Liberia. Is it even neatly packaged in Liberia? We don't know. Was it brought here by another source and brought here to be transported to another country? Who brought them? How long these cocaine packs have been in Liberia? Who is the signee who's supposed to receive those packages at the Rabat International Airport? Who was on the manifest? Whose name was on the manifest? Because it goes there as a cargo.
Cargo, yeah.
So if I'm sending cargo, somebody will be the destiny. Who is the destiny? Who is it going to? Even if a fake name, can you tell us what a fake name is? Who received it? Did I send it to Archie intended for Alex? And so Archie receives it? So I want to know now, Archie, who did you receive this item for?
That's the question.
So if Archie cannot tell me, I'm looking on the manifest. We are seeing Ellis Baba Baba. Who is Ellis Baba Baba? So we want to know that. The government has the ability to investigate that. Like, all the thing they are doing is just cherry. They are just fooling the Liberian people. They think all of us are just crazy, stupid people, illiterate people, bunch of hungry people, bunch of broke people, bunch of poor people. They listen to whatever we want to tell them.
Yeah.
This is very, very bad. And that is what the government is doing now. And I think they need to stop this.
And that's why I listened to one of the lawmakers, Berete, said if this way comes to an end, the government cannot say anything substantial into that investigation, he's going to join the ordinary people to protest.
Listen, protests no longer make sense to me in Liberia because every protest now have been reduced. Listen, let me just tell Liberian people, Boaka is not modern politician. He's a Totman kind. Totman, those days, protest meant nothing to them. Protest is a matter of the hungry people going in the street to vent their anger. The boy in Ilana, so they go in the street to vent their anger. Now, the Totman politician and you should behave. Okay. So they don't care. Boaka don't care. Boaka doesn't give a damn of anybody. He doesn't care. You go in the street, you go in the street, you yell. Look at how he can check people, journalists.
Oh, yeah, you say, I leave it with them.
The journalists ask a legitimate question. You go to Turkey,
your opponent,
for a president of the Republic of Liberia. The reporter from the National Broadcasting Corporation,
States Radio.
The States Radio was sent there by the Director General or the editor of the Liberia Broadcasting Corporation to cover the president. He puts the microphone to the president's mouth, asks the president a PR question. Now, that question was a PR question.
Promotional, very promotional.
No independent journalist asked that question. But he asked that question to give the president the opportunity to make name for himself. The president missed it. The president blew it. Mr. President, your critics, he didn't say the Liberian people say. So if I say your critic, I already destroyed those people to the Liberian people. As you are saying, the Liberian people say, you went to Turkey and you brought nothing. So what do you say to them? He didn't say that. He said your critics. So he already characterized them.
And even gave the president a pass to begin.
Thank you. He gave the president an ammunition. He put a gun in the president's hand, put the magazine inside, cracked the gun, advance it, and pointed it to people and said, "President, shoot the gun." And the president just leave the gun and drop. What happened? Mr. President, your critics say you went to Turkey and you brought nothing. What do you have to say to them? He said, leave it with them.
Yeah, leave it with them.
What a disrespect to the people of Liberia. It's such a PR question like this, the president would have made need for himself. But you said it, you say my critics, they will always criticize me. They don't know what I wanted to do. We have bilateral discussion with Turkey. They will do this, they will do this, they will do this, but everything begin from the discussion. And my presence was a blessing because the fact that they saw me, they made a lot of commitment, but this commitment will begin to come. And the Liberian people will begin to see what Turkey will do for us. You hold your peace. I didn't go to Turkey for nothing, my people. You will see what will come out of there. After 5 days, Liberian people finish forgetting. But he blew that whole opportunity and checked the journalists up. But you're not checking the journalists up. He's checking the Liberian people up because the journalists are the representative of the Liberian people. They stand between the state and the people. That's why we are called the fourth estate. They report what the governors do and tell the people, say, your people that are governing you, this is what they are doing. And they tell the governors, this is what your people think they want you to do. They are concerns. And you just check the people out.
Wow. This is the Roundtable on Blaze Radio 90.7. Those of you watching us on Facebook and YouTube want to say welcome. Those of you listening via radio, we're going to declare the lines open as we go on. Keep your calls coming in on 0777907 or better still 886-029333 or alternative line 08885777750. What is your name and where do you call from? Oh God, this person left the line 0777907 0777907. Let's get callers here. Hello.
Aji.
What's up? How are you? Pascal.
Thank you. Yes, this is Pascal David. Let me say welcome, Mr. Jeru. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for your investment. I want to really take this time to say thank you for investing in our young people. I mean, it's better than you did it with Achi because he has always been in the dark. In morning hour, 2 o'clock, Achi was always hosting you. So I want to say thank you that you appear with him first upon your return. I mean, again, I don't think he cheated us off.
The man decided, he said you're going to suspend me if I didn't come on today. So I didn't want to be suspended.
Yeah, but honestly, he deserved it. He deserved it. I mean, the sacrifices. I mean, it's also good that he paid him back with good. So I want to say thank you. That's how he was supposed to be here. But, Mr. Gibson, I mean, what's your take? I guess you've seen the home being constructed by the current president. I mean, this was thing he criticized. Have you seen the size of his convoy? Have you seen it? Recently he was in a nightclub. I mean, did you see that photo?
That's a discussion. That's a discussion we're on right now, Pascal. If you're listening.
Yeah. So no. Yeah. I'm just asking him because how can I can you know and a journalist your critics, you know, these people, I don't know, but actually sometimes the guys in the media kill everybody, right? Because all of us are serious. One of President is right, and we talk about it. It doesn't make us to be critics of the government. No, we are not his enemy. We just be critical. So say, President Bouaka, this is what you promised and you're not doing it. It doesn't mean we're against the president. But listen to his response. The other time he referred to Liberians as dogs. So then he say, I did with them, President Bouaka. No, I mean, come on, Aji. It's a sad day, man. Thank you, Mr. Jeru.
Thank you. Let's get this person. What is your name? And where you come from?
Patient Grace from Togo, Memory for Concern Liberia for Justice.
Concern Liberia. Let's hear you.
For Justice. My brother, you were here yesterday. The president told all that strange things will happen in your government.
So the strange things are happening.
The man went to club. The president went to club to see a vac. You know, some people can start enjoying their OA, you know, Some people can start enjoying in their OA.
Okay.
President Bouaka went in the club. While he get £100 on his head.
But the man's son performing, man go support his son. You gotta support your child.
My brother, they good. They men were going kata.
Okay.
This day, when we are going to see a song, you know, party people work all around territory. Why the men go see a song playing? So they, the president, I say, he will not do that, he will not do that. Today, see your bojo in Necra.
Okay, thank
They
you.
go see a back.
Thank you,
You know what I
Patience.
mean?
Thank you,
You get a message?
consent. Thank you. Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. What is your name?
The name is James Kimball Wright.
Go ahead, Mr. Wright. How's LBS?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, LBA is good. Thank you very much. You know, we should, I don't know what I should say we should respect, but we know what we have brought upon ourselves like Liberian people. You know, they say once an adult, twice a child.
Okay.
Like a person who was born as a child, when they pass a certain age, when they begin to decline, they become a child again. So you can see it in the interaction of the president. You can remember that out of the interaction that you have. To consider who. God is not creating anything you learn again. Let's take that.
Okay.
The man went to the state radio and said the $10 million project that is in Lopa. He did not know about people establish it before you got to know. Who in our country that can establish, that can initiate $10 million project for government, then to know in the middle or coming to when you go to certain level. Can you imagine? And see, just think about all the things. You know, the doors are backing, 42 doors, all those things. And so, those people who have brought this evil upon us, they know it, but they will not agree. They will always say yes because it's going well, everything is going well. The only thing I got with them with the Liberian people, that's just me. They always say, I will be so the that is happening. So the year that you have locusts and vampires are eating upon us, what thing God will restore us to? Can you imagine that? You want to somewhere you keep out empty-handed, people talking, they say, I'm living with them, I think they're talking something good.
Thank you.
I mean, before I get angry. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. This person. Hello.
Yeah.
How are you?
Fine.
What is your name?
Esther.
Yeah, Esther, go ahead. Make your point. Oh God, I don't know what. 0777907907907. Who's this person? Hello. Stop holding the line if you're not making point, please. 0777907907886029333. Let's get this person on the line. Hello.
Hello, brother.
What is your name? Please lower your radio or you walk away.
Good days.
Go ahead.
Thank you for the topic on discussion. You see, the people in the Liberian have certain belief about us that anything that happens in the country after 3 days, the phone one.
We forget what it.
Okay.
So
the government know that the Liberian people will forget what they trust them. So they just continue on tracking it out. All I have to say.
All right, thank you. Hello. How are you? What is your name and where you call from?
I'm Fred Doman calling from Simero.
Simero, go ahead.
My topic, my point on the discussion on the round table for this day is that it is true that the president said he leaves it with us, but I'm encouraging every Liberian to come together and we shouldn't mind his teeth at all starters to make up for Golden George issue. Let us come together and embarrassing on the incapable resource or running with nothing Golden George issue.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. 0777907907886029333. Or better still call us on 888-577-7750. The president went to support his son at a nightclub while George Weah go support witness son for 45 days in Qatar. What do you make of that? You listen to Mr. Jerome's analysis and you listen to our point. So those are issues. Even listening to some of the callers, Chief. You listen to some of the callers.
Yes, I mean, you know, I like the other guy that said we should not, even though just President Bouakai said, I'll leave it with them, but we shouldn't leave this drug issue. We shouldn't forget about it. No, I mean, we shouldn't forget about it. I think that the Liberian people should, we should learn how to stay focused And my appeal will be to the media particularly. You know, the Liberian media has come of age. At some point, they continue through with some of these stories. But if they drop the story is dropped.
It dropped automatically.
So we need to talk about the story. We need to continue to talk about it. Okay. The more you talk about it, the more people get conscientized. The more you talk about it, the more people understand the issues. If we the media people, we drop it.
Yeah, so the people feel it's over.
The people feel it's over. And we have a greater responsibility.
Okay. We have the greater responsibility. Let's get our final batch, of course. No time. Oh, stop. Don't beep. 07779079078 6029333, or better still 077790790 08885777750. Don't forget the cash giveaway. That's star 799 star 9 hatch, and be part of the cash giveaway as well. Hello. Hello.
How you doing, Chief?
I'm good. What is your name?
My name is Shetri Jamaga Lomingo. I'm calling from Tower Hill, Magibi County, District 1.
Magibi County, go ahead.
First of all, let me appreciate you people in studio for your program.
Okay.
See, we Liberian, we have to learn from other states. Liberian, we are not going nowhere. Because the people we elect in our research, a pool, we don't know how to vote yet. First of all, we, the electorate, we don't listen to the manifesto of the politician. So we'll always be driven by politicians. They will come and lie to us. Today, people were criticizing Jovia Wenkwata to witness his son playing football. Today, we see Joseph Imabwaka sitting in club, witnessing his son launch music. So what sense does it make to us? Is we the electorate, we the cause. So I can't blame President Bwaka, I can't blame no politician. We the electorate, we don't know how to vote, and we're not even waiting to learn how to vote, Chief. Okay. Let us learn how to vote. We Liberians. Thank you.
Thank you so much. 777-907-907 886-029333, or better still call us on 888-577750. This is Blaze Radio 90.7. And the program is The Roundtable. My name is Archie C. Bob. Your name, Mr. Gibson. Jeru is our guest for today's edition. We get this person. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, hello.
What is your name and where you call from?
My name is Junior Morning.
Yeah, please carry your volume up small, Chief.
Oh, I said my name is Junior Morning, and I joined you from Rafi Highway.
Rafi Highway, go ahead.
Yeah. So the issue, President, because he was he's a manager for his son.
You said President Boga or what?
I said the former president where he went to Qatar because he's a manager.
Oh, because he's the manager for his son.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Boga is sponsor for his son for the musical game.
So who knows now? Maybe that man is sponsor for his son too now.
Yeah, and when we went to Qatar, when he turned back, so when he Qatar saw the field.
I don't know. You coming in very distracted. You can call back, please. You can call back. I don't know. We're not hearing you. 07779079007. We don't have the luxury of time, so maybe you call back because we're not hearing anything from you on the show. So don't forget to dial star 799 star 9 hash. This person. Hello. Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
How are you? What is your name?
Yeah, my name is Christy calling from Ralphie. I was VOA community.
VOA, go ahead.
Yeah, the issue about the past president, which is Joe Weah, and present president, which is Joe. But that comparison is accurate.
Is what?
You say what? It's not. It's that. I said that comparison is not accurate.
Okay.
So we are went in you. After he went in you, FIFA called him in Qatar. He went in Qatar. I think he understand with Qatar, which was the first one the two playing. America playing. They only give him watch. So he spent 45 days out, but he was not 45 days he stayed in Qatar.
Okay.
But the issue about Joseph Imabwaka, we want for people to be parking out there because it's risky. In Necro, you should know that okay, other people never over there. It's risky for him at the age of 30 some more years. It's risky for him. Look at the way his son was identifying him. Yes, they identifying him father as a school person.
Okay.
He not show respect.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
This person, what is your name? Oh God, 777-907-907. Let's get maybe 2 calls, and we call this a day. We don't have the luxury of time. Let me get this person right here. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Please leave on the noise. I don't know. Go ahead.
Hello.
What is your name?
My name is Jonah Musa. I'm calling from Dubai Market.
Dubai Market. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, I just want to make a correction. The former president now made for the 8 day in Morocco. He made 10 days in Morocco. The first trip in for the 8 day was the first trip was in Morocco. The second trip was in Egypt. When he went Qatar, he made 10 days in Qatar. From Qatar, he went to Paris. From Paris, he went America for the U.S. General Assembly.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Historian. At least you put on the part. 0777907-907. Wow, this person call back. Maybe we can get you as the final call before we just have our parting statement on the round table. But don't forget to dial *799*9# be part of the Blaze Cash giveaway on today's edition. Today is Monday, the 13th of July. And by the way, Saturday I got birthday coming up on the 18th. It's my birthday. So Chief, let's hear you for your parting comments as we wrap up on. Let me just squeeze this caller in and conclude. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, you are a final caller. Go ahead. What is your name?
Yes, so I'm Roosevelt calling from the Arai Highway.
Okay.
I've just been in every community precisely.
Mm-hmm.
What is happening here? The comparison between the ex-president and our current president.
Mm-hmm.
What I really see here is that I look at it in 2 phases. The monetary value expenditure, the monetary expenditure. All right, when President we are left from here and went to Qatar, he spent some money from government, correct. All right, but when Joseph Boakat went to President Boakat, when he went to his son, club, I don't think he spent much money as compared to that. That is one aspect. But another aspect I see is the environment. The environment in which our current president was situated. It was risky for him, it was risky for the nation. So my own advice to the president, I think it was better that he called his son after his launching, he called his son in his home, then asked his son and try to, evaluate how his launching was and the rest of it.
Okay.
That could be very responsible,
All right. Thank you so much. Folks, we're not accepting calls anymore. We don't have time. So let's just hear you, Mr. Jerome, as you conclude.
Well, to just part with this topic, the people who argue that former President Weah did not spend 45 days, for me it's immaterial. Like I said, these are things we need to talk about. If we want to rebrand the CDC, we as those who are going to be speaking, these people, they are callers, right? We are going to be panelists. We are going to be talking about this issue. We are going to be going from one radio station to another radio station, from one newspaper to another newspaper. We need to change the trajectory.
Okay.
Spending 45 days, you go to Europe, from Europe to Qatar, from Morocco to Qatar, from Qatar to France, 45 days out of your country, it didn't send the right message. So there are mistakes. There are people who will tell the president this is right. There are other people who will tell the president this is, I don't think it carries a sense of good message. So, but I think the president knows, because I talked to him before, and the president knows very well that there are mistakes that were made. Those mistakes, he can never repeat them. He learned. George Weah is now, if you follow George Weah's career, he does not repeat a mistake. I mean, from the time he plays soccer, if he goes somewhere, he blunder here, he picks up and correct himself, and that's how he didn't play for World Cup, and he became the world best. So I believe that he is a very keen person. He's going to make the corrections. Well, somebody said it's dangerous to go to the club. The president has all the security to go to the club. My problem is the hypocrisy. If you criticize,
Well, you criticize, yeah,
yes,
then you're coming back and doing
you
what
tell
you
the Liberian people you're not going to eat potter.
Yeah, you
Then they
come-
come to your
you-
hall,
you're
they see,
eating more than
yeah,
potter.
they come to your hall, they see plate of potter in front of you.
They say, but wait,
Yeah,
what?
but what the men trying to do to us, that's what I got problem with.
Okay.
Yes, but I'm glad that people are speaking on this. But again, I like to re-echo what the other guys said, the other callers said. We shouldn't forget the $19.2 million. The journalists should stick their neck on this. We should hold this. Otherwise, it's going to be buried under the rock, and that's it. It's not going to go anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, and hope to have you here more of this time before you leave. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, I'm here.
Okay. So, folks, that was the voice of Mr. Gibson Jeru, being here as our guest and on the show today. It was a wonderful time being here on the round table with me, Archie C. Bob Guinness. So we'll conclude this way. Remember, don't trouble before trouble troubles you. Have yourself a wonderful, wonderful night ahead of you.